Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Alex and you are watching BC Adventure. Today we're going to be looking at a multi-boot ISO USB stick that I've recently come across after watching a cathode ray dude video. Now he showcases a product called the iOde, and what it does is it simulates a CD-ROM drive with multiple ISO images on it. Now the purpose of this product is to just put all your installation ISOs or even virtual hard drives on this device and then select from a menu which you would like to load, and then you just plug it in. It identifies as a CD drive and is compatible with almost all devices. So what is this useful for? Well, if you're like myself, I am constantly formatting USB drives that really, like this is a 64 gig drive. I shouldn't have to format it every single time I want to load an operating system onto a device. So after looking or watching that video by the cathode ray dude, which I have to say I absolutely love his videos. The deep dives that he goes into are absolutely incredible, and just an amazing wealth of knowledge that this guy has. And I thoroughly enjoy it. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. It is a great channel and I will link it down below. Now, I am constantly formatting USB drives with ISO images. So when I saw that iOde device, I immediately went on Amazon and was like, how can I get one? And then I saw the price tag. It's almost $200 after import fees and taxes, in Canadian dollars, that is. So I was like, well, I can't really justify spending that kind of money on an ISO boot device, essentially. So what I did was I repurposed one of my USB drives here as the ISO booter. So the product is called Ventoy, and it's free and open source on ventoy.net, ventoy.net. And today I'm going to walk you through on getting it set up and installed on your USB device. And then we're going to actually repurpose my old laptop that I bought back in 2020, I believe, and it's garbage. So we're going to reformat it. We're going to load off the bootloader, and we are going to get Windows 10 installed on this laptop. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so to get started, we are going to jump onto my Windows server here. So I'm remote desktoped into it, and I've already loaded up the website. So like I said before, it was ventoy.net. And this is a super easy installation, and I wish I knew about this years ago, because this isn't a new thing. This has been around for quite a while. I just was not aware of it, and I didn't even think that this was a thing. You head on over to ventoy.net, and then you're going to go to the download section here, and you're going to download for whatever operating system you're using. Now, they do have a live CD version, but I don't know what that is. All I did was download the windows.zip version, and it brings you over to SourceForge here. And all you do is just click download latest version. It takes a couple seconds to get started, and then it's going to download a zip file. So you're going to extract this zip file. So let's open it up here. And inside is going to be the Ventoy application. Now I've already extracted it, so we can just go ahead and boot this guy or launch this application. And for something like this, I always run it as an administrator. I already have this software on my USB stick here. It's a 64 gig, and I've got all my most common ISO images on this device. What I'm doing here is for demonstration purposes, and then once this is done, I'm gonna load this guy up on my crappy Acer laptop, and we're gonna get Windows 10 installed. And if you watch my, oh no, this video's coming out before the other, my next one. But I was having a lot of trouble getting my capture card to work. It does work now. now. So that is up and running. It was a false setting that I had inside of OBS that wasn't allowing it to work. So I got that working now. So once we get this USB drive set up, I'll get my capture card hooked up to the laptop so you can see exactly what I'm doing. However, I am unclear if it'll show the boot screen. So if that doesn't work on the boot screen, I'll break out the old iPhone and do a hand record of what's going on until the capture card is able to pick up a signal from the HDMI. All you need to do is make sure you select the correct USB drive. Now, one of the things I was actually thinking of doing was getting a USB to SATA connector and then repurposing an old SSD drive with all my ISO images, because I have probably 100 or 150 gigs worth of ISO images. I believe that would work. I am ordering a cable and I am gonna give that a shot. If that does work, I'll do an update video showing that it did work. So we can actually close out of our Firefox now. And all you do is just open up the application as administrator and you're going to be presented with this screen. So all you need to do is just click install. It's going to format the drive and set it up as a exFAT MBR, and it only takes about a minute to complete. It's fairly quick. See, already done. So you click OK, and then if you ever need to update the device, all you need to do is download the latest version from the website, plug your USB drive in, and open the application and click update, and you're not going to lose any of your ISOs that are in there. So let's go ahead and close out of that. And then I'm going to open up this PC, and here we see the Ventoy drive. Now I've already copied over 2 ISO images. So I've got Windows 10 and Windows 11. So I'm just gonna copy these, go back to this PC, open up the USB drive, and all you do is paste them in. That's it. And yes, I know, complain about properties. So yeah, that's all you need to do is just drop them into the USB device labeled Ventoy, and there's no extra partitions or anything like that. Just drop them in and eject the drive, and it is good to go. It is really that simple to get set up. If you have secure boot on any of the devices that you would like to use this device with, one of my devices threw a secure boot error, and I was actually able to get around it by importing the secure boot key from the Ventoy device. It does come with a secure boot key on the device. So all you need to do is just import the certificate, and you won't have any issues booting off any secure boot devices. So that's a really nice feature that they've added in. You don't have to disable secure boot, which of course, many of you know conflicts with Windows 11. However, I absolutely hate Windows 11, so I just don't use it. But I'm sticking with Windows 10. I'll upgrade my license to Enterprise so I continue to get the security patches and updates for it. And even if you don't want to update your OS to Enterprise, you can subscribe for a year or two. I think it's for like $39 Canadian to continue to receive updates. So I'm going to let this go ahead, do its thing, and once this is finished, we'll jump into getting this crappy Acer laptop. If you're wondering what it looks like, it's, or Asus, sorry. It's this guy right here. It's just a, when I bought it, it came with Windows 10N, which was absolutely useless. So I did put Windows 11 on it. However, I cannot stand Windows 11. I absolutely hate it. I do have to use it at work, but they've changed the operating system or the layout of it to simulate Windows 10, it seems. I don't know how to do that. Every time I've installed Windows 11, it has the taskbar in the middle here, and I just don't like it. So Windows 10 it is for this guy. Gonna let this go ahead and copy over, and once this is done, we're gonna jump into getting the Windows 10 installation done on this crappy Asus laptop. All right, that was painfully long, almost 35-40 minutes, I think, to get these copied over. However, the USB drive I put them on is a 2.0 drive, so the write speeds are incredibly low. Okay, so we've got the images on the USB device now. So we can go ahead and get the crappy Asus laptop set up now. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so I've got my USB stick plugged in with Ventoy and all my ISO images. Excuse my messy desk. It's been a few months since I've gotten it all organized. So to get started on this, we're just going to hit the power button and then escape until the boot menu comes up. And then here we've got the Eufy Lexar USB flash drive partition 2. So we're going to go ahead and select that. And we now are brought to a boot menu with all my ISOs on it. So we've got Windows Server, Kali Linux, Tiny 10, which is Windows 10 but stripped down, Ubuntu Desktop, Windows 10, Windows 11, and Windows Server 2016 Data Center. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Windows 10 ISO, and we're going to boot in normal mode. Now let me check if my capture card is, no, it's not capturing it as we see here. That's kind of annoying. I wish the HDMI out mirrored even for booting, you know, that would be really nice. However, it's not. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully this mirrors. Nope, not mirroring even for the setup. Oh, that's super annoying. Okay, so I'm going to run through the setup here, and then once I'm able to mirror the screen, I will bring it up on OBS so that we can see what all happened. So I'll be right back. Oh, and really quickly, I just remembered that the iPhone 17 has that dual capture thing up here. So yeah, I should have done that for that little blurb that I just did, but yeah, I completely forgot it did that. So anyways, gonna jump to the installation now, and once the screen pops up, we'll pop back into the video here. All right, so the operating system is installed, and I've gone ahead and done a bunch of updates. And in order to get the screen mirroring to work, I did have to do the updates, which is why I went ahead and did that. So we'll get logged in here, and I will show you how truly crappy this device is. So I'm just going to bring up Task Manager, and this guy truly is a piece of crap. So it tops out at, I think it's like 2.8 gigahertz. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM, 0.2 gigs is allocated to the GPU, and the hard drive, oh, it is truly pathetic. It is only a 60 gig eMMC drive. So after all of Windows updates, it is only, yeah, it's more than half filled already. So yeah, we've only got 30 gigs of free space. So you truly can't do much with this other than browse the internet. What I use this laptop for when I do field calls is use it to get logged into customers' networks and network appliances. And it doesn't even have a Ethernet jack on it. I had to buy a USB-C Ethernet jack in order to get this properly working. So yeah, and it's only a dual core too. It's just complete garbage. So yeah, getting Ventoy deployed is extremely easy, and it's a wonderful tool if you're someone like myself who has multiple computers that you are loading ISOs on, or if you repurpose computers like I do when I buy them off Marketplace. You know, they're often sold as one purpose, but then I find another purpose for them. So is Windows worth it on this laptop? Absolutely not. I'm probably just going to reinstall Ubuntu on here because it is so much quicker. And, you know, the drivers, like Ubuntu has all the drivers that this thing requires in order to properly function. But yeah, the main purpose of the video was Ventoy. And this truly is a wonderful piece of software that I am very happy that I found. And I will eventually purchase the IO device because, well, it's just, you know, it's a nice handy tool to have. It's a set and forget thing. You just have all your ISOs on it. Now, being completely honest, I'm probably going to lose this stupid USB drive. I lose almost every single USB drive I own. So minus the one that's plugged into the back of my Unraid machine. But yeah, I mean, I won't lose the iode, but I will lose the USB drives. I always do. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here. This shorter one. Hopefully you guys found it useful. And I really hope you look into Ventoy. They also have a PXE boot tool as well. It's a separate project. It's called iVentoy. And it allows you to host a PXE server so that you can network boot installation files very similarly to how you would use this multi-boot option here too. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.